Hello everybody, it's Maya, and today I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading. Excuse this fly, so disrespectful. But I'm going to be doing a tarot card reading. I actually already filmed it. But yeah, these are the 4 piles. It is going to be about your next spiritual breakthrough, and possibly we're going to be getting some things out about your past lives. Pretty sure I got something out about your past lives in all of them. But yeah, we have 4 piles here today. Let me introduce you to the piles. We have pile number 1 that has this Venus ring and has this circular card. And we have pile number 2 here, which has money, oil, and luck. And I just did a pick a card on money oil actually. And it has these 2 cards here. All of the readings have a lot more than 2 cards in them, but I just picked a couple cards to represent the reading. And pile number 3 has, I almost said 2, but pile number 3 has calm, and it has these 2 cards, and you can get any of my essential oil blends on illusionelixirs.com. And pile number 4 has paradise, super fresh, based on Hawaii. And there's actually some cards underneath there, but this is the light worker oracle. And yeah, I do some reading out of a book in this one. Please feel free to take your time, pause the video, do some deep breaths if you have to. But I'm just going to move on to pile number 1. All of the timestamps will be down below, and all of the tarot cards that I use are also down below, and I do get a commission from Amazon for everybody that purchases through my links. So definitely check that out. I love you all. Hello, pile number 1. I am starting with your reading, so I'm going to film the intro for this video afterwards. We will see what your signifier card is together. So this reading is going to be about your past life and about your divine talents. So that's what the guides were telling me. The guides were telling me that maybe there's something having to do with a past life, something you did maybe in a past life, something like this. For some reason I want to take this ring off. Maybe that will be your signifier, this ring. Yeah, something that you did in a past life that you are waking up to now, or something you can learn from a past life reading that will make you realize a divine talent that you have. But you're going through, whoa, a spiritual upgrade soon. That was crazy. I don't usually see that. That was insane. Let's see how they landed too. It's almost like runes. So the empty room here talks about depression. It talks about feeling numb. Gomez has come to say hello to us. Hi, baby. Hi, sweetie. Okay. So this is being covered up by a divine knowing, an inner vision, like no longer fearing death. You've seen the beginning and the end. You've seen the other side. That's almost what it is. It's like, you know that life goes on. That this skull, this body is not all that you are. You're really seeing now. Like the visions are getting extremely, extremely clear. And we have this desert here, which is on top of the ring. So I really want to pull out the books for these. Definitely the desert here. I'd love to see what this is saying. The desert leaves us disordered. The desert leaves us Why do I keep wanting to say distorted? That is strange. The desert leaves us disoriented, desperate for direction, grasping for meaning, longing for solid ground. That's already making me think that you won't really have to know your meaning in life. Wow, yeah, I think a lot of your life you've just been kind of like crawling through the desert, and I think maybe you've had past lives like this where it's just like if you just wanted to give up like the whole time. It was so difficult, no comfort. I think comfort will be coming in. I think water is an extremely potent energy that you can tap into. I think that you can tap into the energy of landscapes now. It says potent energy of the landscape. So looking at a landscape, I think harnessing the sun's energy as well. I think, yeah, harnessing the ocean's energy, just having communication with the ocean. Creativity, unbridled creativity, clairvoyant visions. Yeah, many truths reside in the desert that otherwise remain hidden. Yeah, you'll be able to know things so easily. You won't wonder if it's yes or no, black or white, you know? And also this fills you up. This knowingness, this psychic ability that you have, it clears depression, it clears numbness. You know what to do now. I would say even going to the desert, also seeing visions, like astrally traveling. Yes. Not caring as much about the passing of time. Not caring as much about how you look. Just knowing that this body is just that, just a body. You're so much more than that. You are your soul. You are your soul. It is said that the bardo is the place between life and death, the liminal realm through which souls pass. So this is another one of your talents. Helping souls to pass. Going into this liminal space in between the living and the dead. In between heaven and earth. Being able to be between that. See our relationships through cosmic and timeless lens. This is how you will see things now. Receive messages from those who are no longer with us. See visions of lives not yet lived. This is what you will be able to do. So you may even be able to do past life readings. It's the potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved, to let go of all things that have caused pain. The bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. This energy does not belong to the earth as we know it, but rather the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. You are tapped into this now. You can help heal pain, to love where there is no love. You'll be able to see things without really seeing them, know things without ever being told, and say things without even saying them either. Just a look of your eye. Okay, I feel like we got out a ton of different spiritual upgrades. And I also want to read this dream book. Just pull out a page of this dream book. Where are we at here? Yes. Here. Act to transform the myth. I think that's telling me that you are able to transform old mindsets in other people, in yourself. You're able to connect to myths as well. Any ancient myths. You're able to relax now in your free time. This is something you were struggling to do. You're opening up now to prepare yourself to opportunities. You stop second guessing what you must do. You have a new sense of management of yourself. You don't really care about, things being bad or good in your life. You have this inherent value. You're able to move on easily. And you're moving up in your career as well. You're beginning this work right away, moving and stepping into this version of yourself. I think that you can already do a lot of these things. Yeah, you're definitely seeing images now, like very, 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 very clearly, and also dreams. Your dreams, you're understanding your dreams more. Okay. I really loved the reading so far, but I want to get out just a little bit about your past life. I just got this new deck as a gift, so nice. Love it. And yeah, I'm just gonna get out just a little bit about your past life. I think this is something you'll also be able to do. And you're just going through a ton of spiritual upgrades now. Being able to be in the in-between. These two. Yes, this is about your past life. We're doing round cards today for you. Okay. Wow, the 10 of discs. That's beautiful. Wow, somebody is literally giving birth on this card. That is crazy. That is insane. Okay, yeah, I think that you were wow, like a doula in this lifetime, but you just lived in a society where everybody got together in drum circles. Everybody got together to protect each other. They did, you know, like you would give birth with the whole community because it's like, we're bringing this new person into our community. They're part of it. Like, we need to be moving more towards this in this lifetime. So I think that's something that they're trying to say is like building these small communities where you would literally hold your friend's hand while they're giving birth. And you probably have done things like this. Just been really there for people because that's the kind of person you are. It's like encoded in your DNA. And yeah, just stepping more into that, stepping more into this healing. Okay, and what does this say? Son of discs. Yeah, you were a hunter as well. Hitting the, isn't that interesting? Here there's a like bullseye here and like bullseye here, like right on target. Very good at archery, very good at everything. It's like everything was divine, so it's just like everything you always hit. When you ask the universe, you know, I need to bring home food for the newly birthed. I need to bring home food for my family to help my community. The universe gives you that food because they know it's divine. What you're asking for is divine. The reason that you're asking is divine. Everything about it is in tune with the earth, and we need to be more into these community type spaces, like more working towards co-ops, more working towards things that aren't specifically for money, like nonprofits, building communal spaces or communal living spaces, being a part of that, being a part of, you know, volunteering to help do this sort of thing, because this is a way that you were used to living. You all lived in very much harmony in this lifetime. You've given birth to many children, and it's all been very sacred. You've also been a hunter many, many, many times. So you may want to be into archery or something like that. But just know that you can always be right on target. As long as, you know, the reason why you really get down, the reason why you're asking, and you know that that reason is divine. And you know that it's for more than just you. It's for helping the whole. And then you know that your wish will come true. Yeah, you were both a son and a daughter, a mother and a father. You understood the level of community. You were even just the community, because that's really how it was. You all were so energetically entwined that you really felt like you were all a part of each other. And that's what we're moving towards on Earth. So I would say that is your ultimate spiritual breakthrough that you're going to be having. Thank you all so much for watching. Definitely check out illusionelixirs.com if you are interested in booking a private reading with me. You can now book with me. I have a scheduling system up on there. Yeah, check that out. It's just under the Tarot and Oracle section on my website. Also, please like, subscribe, and don't forget that you can win the Spirit Animal Oracle deck. Go check out my soulmate video to find out how to win that. And that is everything I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 2. If you're ready for your spiritual upgrade, then let's find out. And let's also look into your past lives today. Maybe your past lives will have some clues and some hints into one of your divine talents or your next spiritual upgrade. Okay, let's see. Wow, the cards are acting crazy today. Wow, look at this. This is crazy. This is you now. Look at you. And you have a hammer and chisel. It's like you can make anything. Fully connected. All of the energy around you. In tune with animal spirits. In tune with the space, the stars, aliens. Doing Reiki on yourself. Doing energy healing. Having completely aligned. What I want you to do is I want you to go through and name each one of the chakras. Go crown chakra and imagine it. Imagine the color of it. Third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, solar plexus chakra, sacral chakra, root chakra, and light up each one of them. Do this. It will just boost you every day. It will make you feel more in tune with your inner body. Yes, it's like on fire now, the creativity. So much creativity. Okay, they're talking about your past life right now. Yeah, you were a young person. I can't say boy or girl, really. I thought boy at first, but I'm actually not sure. But you were like a hunter. You were very alone. I feel like they would send you on missions. And you like hunted. You had a scroll here. Maybe you like sent messages. But you always had a dog. I wonder what's in that bag. Yes, you brought knowledge. You brought knowledge and messages. I think that's just something that you're supposed to do as well in this lifetime. I see that you're very much a loner in these lifetimes. But that's not necessarily a bad thing. I'm feeling like connecting with dragons, very fantasy past lives, very much fantasy, very much alchemy, doing magic, learning about strange things in the world. And then it's getting to this like galactic level. Yeah. Getting to this galactic level. Wow, it just takes such a leap, doesn't it? It's almost like we're in these like ancient, old lifetimes here on Earth, like native lifetimes or like some sort of Gaia lifetimes that you had, kind of living out in a cave, learning things about alchemy and magic, maybe teaching people or writing books. Yeah, and this staff feels very powerful as well. But in this lifetime, then you became this almost like galactic warrior, bringing peace, bringing clarity. I feel like you were like somebody who, like an angel, like when people on Earth asked for love and understanding and help, you were like a galactic angel. Gosh, I feel like you're connected to cats and dogs so much. I feel like that's definitely one of your divine talents. I just feel like your next spiritual upgrade is just feeling so full of energy, feeling like you can create anything you set your mind to. Bringing peace, but also this like extreme passion. You balance it so perfectly. Just feeling completely lit up and balanced in all of your chakras. full of just radiant sun and moon energy, learning a lot of new learning. I feel like learning new methods with witchcraft. This is definitely important in this lifetime. And then in this lifetime, I feel like just taking long walks was very important to you. Just a lot of alone time. That's probably very important to you in this lifetime, almost to your detriment, I would say. Really, yeah. You see now that you have this like halo and very connected, like the energy of all of space is coming into you. It doesn't hurt space and it doesn't hurt you. It's just exactly how it should be. Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna pull from the Psychic Tarot, but first I want to pull from this book, Unlocking Our Superpowers. My friend Kevin May wrote this. He's on YouTube as well. But I would love to see your next spiritual upgrade. Right here, yes. The Invisible Path. Something is wrong. Idealism. Withdrawal. The search. Doubt. Despair. A glimpse. The invisible path. Arrival. The invisible path. It's like you do things from... You do things that people can't see, definitely. It's like you're healing in ways that people cannot see. Let's see here. Hi. What looks like a wrong turn is part of the path too. Interesting. You have already arrived. Take on a new job in addition to what you are doing already. Interact with people on other parts of the journey. So I feel like one of your new spiritual upgrades is just helping other people get out of cycles. Helping other people to also light up. Not feeling as much like you're in this cycle of, you know, something's wrong and then I have to fix it and then there's something else wrong and then, you know, you're doing pretty well and then you are downing yourself and then, you know, it's like this whole, it's always cycling. You're kind of out of that now, I would say. You'll be able to more see a bird's eye view of where you are at in your life, and you won't have as much doubt, wondering whether you're fully fulfilled living in your purpose. You'll know that you'll be living in your purpose. You'll have a more bird's eye view. Then you can zoom into whatever current situations, but you'll just have more clarity. Yeah, a lot more clarity in your life. Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. Just like getting out of cycles and helping others to get out of cycles. You're so lit up. Like, look at this. You have so much knowledge. You've been doing this stuff since you were a kid. Since you were a kid. And for like every lifetime since you were a kid. And you've lived so many different lifetimes. Galactic lifetimes. Lifetimes as, you know, like a wizard druid. Lifetimes as a very in tune native youngin. Oh my gosh, there's so many cards here. All of these, yes. And the cards are flipping out today. Crazy. Okay, yeah, we were talking about the solar plexus. We were talking about the chakras here. The solar plexus chakra, it came out reverse here. And look, it's even like yellow here. It's saying there's a lack of hope. We're bringing hope back in. I like how the 17 plus the 3 equals 20. It's like completion. So they want you to like push hope into your solar plexus. And they want you to help give other people hope too. Knowing that you can create things. Some of your spiritual breakthroughs will be from reading self-help books. Just reading about magic, things like that. So definitely do as much reading as you possibly can. Maybe even start writing a book. doing spell work, doing chakra healing work, maybe even going out to event spaces where people are doing this type of work, putting the yellow light back into your solar plexus chakra. They're definitely talking about this. And just believing in hope. Hi, buddy. Intuition, trusting your intuition more. Patience, have patience. Wow, lots of reversals here. Heartache and loss. Ow. No wonder there's a lot of reversals here. Just your next spiritual breakthrough sounds like is just being patient with yourself and knowing that your intuition will lead you the right way to get through this loss and pain that you've been dealing with. And then material harvest. So it's not just a spiritual breakthrough. It's a physical one as well. And I think that's part of the spiritual breakthrough is tapping into abundance, learning how to. Look, it's yellow again. Definitely speaking on the solar plexus here. Just have patience with yourself in healing. Yeah. Your intuition is guiding you the right way. Look at this. Working with flowers. Look at this. The flowers in the hand. Something about like flowers can heal. Connecting with animals. Just helping other people heal heartache and loss as well. Possibly even doing chakra healing that's specifically about that. Like maybe even becoming a Reiki practitioner or someone that moves through heartache and loss on an energetic level. Yeah, learning how to tap into material abundance as well. Like a magic, maybe even doing spells about money, living well, having good food and a nice place to live, and just feeling abundant. Finding more acceptance. Knowing that the doors will open for you. Healing, just healing. Healing deep pain from your past. Maybe even your past lives. The number one thing is, though, is just have patience with yourself. If it feels like these breakthroughs aren't coming right away, that's okay. Like, look at where you end up. It's a journey. It's a journey. And a lot of it looks like reading and looks like being alone and looks like taking walks and looks like meditating and astrally traveling to, you know, different past lives. They were on different planets where you looked like this. Now you're going to be looking like this astrally. Definitely being able to create anything you set your mind to, including material abundance and including healing heartache and loss. That is everything I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. I didn't even talk about money and luck, but look at that. That makes a lot of sense. We had money and luck on the table. Yeah, definitely check those out on illusionelixirs.com if you're looking to bring in material wealth. You could also take the luck essential oil and roll it right on your solar plexus chakra since it is yellow. But yeah, have patience with yourself. I love you all. Like and subscribe and comment down below if this aligned with you. And don't forget that you can win my Spirit Animal Oracle. So check out the soulmate video if you'd like to win that. I love you all so much. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Calm Perfume, then this will be your reading. So we're going to be looking at your past lives and your next spiritual upgrade. That is what we're looking at today. Wow, King of Cups. I just wanted to say, for anybody that's looking for a partner, I felt like this also could represent that. And that is definitely a spiritual upgrade in itself. But the King of Cups would definitely represent just understanding your own emotions more and not isolating yourself as much. Feeling like you're just like floating in this ocean instead of getting tossed around by it. Yeah. I don't know. Why did I hear the word smug? I don't know, like feeling pleased with your life, working with others, apparently. I always find it very interesting in this card where the Three of Pentacles, I always feel, is about working as a team. She's not really working with other humans, if you see this card. She is working with fairies and like, what is that, like a groundhog or something? But I would say one of your next spiritual upgrades is also just like physically being good at skills. Being good at certain skills, like making things. This is a spiritual upgrade. Also being good with plants, connecting with fairies, connecting with animals. Definitely connecting with fairies. Just being outside and building things in your garden, like making a fairy garden. This is a spiritual upgrade. Yeah. Feeling like a king or queen. This type of energy. Wow, Wheel of Fortune. What's going on here? It's so weird. Like there's some random gunk on the flower. It's like you'll be unveiling. Oh my god, it's like messed up. It's like you'll be unveiling the piece. This is called calm. Yeah, wisdom coming back. I think your past, it was just like you couldn't handle the ups and downs of life. And your childhood was just like, I don't know, you think back on it in like such a weird way, like almost like dreamlike. There's like wisdom in your child self, like connecting with your child self, almost guiding them now. Yeah, being in tune with like pan type energy, just fantasy energy. That is something you're definitely in tune with. Fantasy energy. I think just fortune, having good fortune now. Feeling very lucky. Feeling more at peace. We have calm on the table. All of these people just feel kind of like he's just leaning against a tree with his cat. And he's just like sitting on a rock in the ocean, kind of like with his magic wand. And she's just building in her garden. Everybody's just very like relaxed. Bringing more of that in. Wow, Queen of Swords. I could definitely see some partnerships coming in here. Definitely. King of Cups and Queen of Swords. And the Three of Pentacles here working together, collaborating. I feel like your spiritual upgrades are also very physical. Like other people coming in, building things in the physical world, having skills in the physical world, having maybe a new pet that you're spiritually connected to, or just new animals around you that you're spiritually connected to. Scrolls, they're showing me these scrolls. Maybe ancient texts will help wake up your spiritual gifts. So definitely check out anything, like the Bhagavad Gita, anything in the Bible, whatever is calling to you, the Quran, any Jewish texts that are calling to you, anything that is calling to you. Read that. Read parts of it even. Oh my god, what the heck? King of Cups twice. Blowing my mind. Blowing my mind. That's crazy. Very firm in your beliefs. Very sure of yourself. In tune with the ocean. in tune with animals, like the spirit of sea turtles, the spirit of eels and dolphins. You're slicing through. You have extreme levels of focus now. You're like the overseer of your life. You don't worry about the direction or the ups and downs in life anymore. You know that what is meant to come to you will come to you. You have a stronger grasp on your emotions, less emotional turmoil. I think you have past lives in Atlantis. I think you have many royal past lives, queen past lives, king past lives, definitely past lives in like Narnia type land. Definitely. Anything having to do with fairies, like Tinkerbell is coming through for some reason. I see you painting and just, I don't know, doing wonderful things, beautiful things, artistic things. I'm feeling like here. Passing over rituals. Wow, that came in the first reading as well. Passing over rituals. Witch, minor sea goddess. Smith. Okay, so I'm getting like your spiritual upgrades will happen in magic and ritual as well. You also can help people pass over or like speak to the dead. One of your spiritual upgrades is that you like are very discerning. You already are like this, I feel like, but just very discerning on who is in your life and who doesn't belong there. Yeah, just I think being even more connected to the sea than you are right now as well. I feel like your past lives are a bit I want to say like dreamy and like just hard to tap into. I feel like you should try to tap more into your past lives. Is there one? Yeah, there is one. Magician. Yeah, which just getting more into these ritual or like herbal tinctures or just, and like maybe even witchcraft spells or tinctures having to do with balancing the emotions and feeling less isolated and more focused. I feel like these are all very, very important things. Wow. Death. Huge changes coming, but yeah, definitely you have a connection with passing over, just like pile number one, and connecting with angels, maybe even like a dark energy, connecting with a dark energy. There's definitely magic that needs to be done. Putting a quartz crystal and a feather in a little box and burying it under a tree, maybe even a tree that has the trumpet flowers like that. You're also connected to bats as well. Interesting. Wow. We have the rose with love here. Yeah. It's like, I think that love has been a tumultuous experience for you. But look, I mean, that's clear as day. It's happening, but it's like these experiences had to happen. The change comes and you realize your ultimate manifesting power. And you know that you can always manifest the right love and that it always will work out when you ask it to work out, unless it's not supposed to, you know? And then in that case, it's going to be even better. Something even better is for you. The universe knows that death is a part of it, love is a part of it, magic is a part of it. We're balancing all these aspects. We understand all these aspects. We understand that we can draw love towards us. We can heal heartbreaks in the past. We understand death more, that it's just a portal to something more. You're communicating more. You're communicating with the dead. making more herbal tinctures and tinctures or some like spells or just something like that that has to do with helping people with love, has to do with helping people with emotions, helping yourself with emotions, with focus, and with healing pain from people passing away. Yeah, and heartbreak, those things a lot. Those are your main, and peace as well. Bringing peace in, bringing collaborative creativity in, and connecting with fairies as well. Yeah, love is for you, and you are magical. We will all die someday. Let's find beauty in that dark force of death. You know? We all will, but the cycle goes on. But look, we have 2 wheels here. But the cycle goes on. Before we die and after we die, the cycle keeps going. Let's create while we're here. Let's get in tune with our emotions while we're here. If you're looking for love, love will be for you. And that is everything I have for you all today. Thank you so much for watching. If you were interested in Calm, such a good oil. It smells like pine trees and it just immediately brings me back down. Somebody just told me that actually saves them from panic attack. I've been told that more than once. So if you wanted to check that out, definitely check that out on illusionelixirs.com. Thank you all so very much for watching. Definitely like, subscribe, comment down below if this resonated with you, and don't forget that you can win the Spirit Animal Oracle. Just go to my soulmate video and find out how to win that. That's everything for pile number 3. Definitely check out pile number 1 if you're interested in that. I love you all very much. Bye, everybody. Hello, pile number 4. If you chose the Paradise Perfume, then this will be your reading. Why are all of the readings today, like, the cards are just flipping around everywhere? It's like, it just like wants to come out. It's just so excited to tell you. It's like Spirit is so excited to tell you about, wow, your next spiritual upgrade. Your next spiritual upgrade will have everything to do with healing your inner child. And I just got a spiritual upgrade recently that, you know, this is going to be crazy to explain, but, you know, when I was younger, I asked to listen to my higher self. You know, I asked to speak to my higher self. And I always wondered if there was going to be a day that would come where I was my higher self. You know, I became my higher self. It's just an older version of me guiding a younger version of me. And I almost feel like today was that day. I almost feel like today was that day where I feel like I realized that the voice calling out to me in my head that had been bothering me, that had been mean, was actually just a teenage version of myself that has been unhealed and misunderstood and wants some love and wants to be reassured that it is going to get better and that there is a way out of this and what to do next. Just having that hope, you know, that was in pile number 2 as well, having hope. But yeah, I know that this upgrade for you will have to do with healing versions of your child self, and through doing that, it just unlocks so much freedom for you, and also doing things that your inner child likes to do. And getting back into things, creative outlets that your inner child likes to do. I wanted to put this here for some reason. Tiger's Eye is about confidence. So maybe confidence. We also have Paradise on the table, which is about really just like not caring as much. Just having more fun with life, having more laughter, having more vacations, having more joy, going to the beach more. I feel like these are things that want to come through. Just basking in the sun more. Connecting with your inner child more. This is your spiritual breakthrough. Justice. I feel like you'll get more into karma. I feel like you'll understand the laws of the universe more and how they work. Things are just balancing out, and you'll see that, and you're not worried about if things are going to balance or not. You're not worried about the dark and the light and, oh, there's so much bad in the world. And it's just like you're just focused on being the good in the world and maintaining that and healing in whatever way that looks like for you. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Yeah, it's supposed to be by the beach. You connect deeply with the ocean. Like, you could literally be like, dolphins will come today, and then they will come. Also, I got a message just now that cleaning is a spiritual practice for you, and you are really good at energetically cleaning a space. That is, I don't even think that's an upgrade, because I feel like that's something you can already do, but definitely tap into that. Just feeling more goddessy, or just tapping more into the feminine and the child self, which are both parts of yourself that don't work so hard and don't try so hard. Just believe that the universe can kind of like hand things to you, and that you're doing work that's easy for you, and you've put in so much work in the past, so it's balancing out for you. You're just sure of this now. You're also very connected to cats. I feel like you could put energy into like a stuffed animal and then give it to a child, and it would heal that child. It at least would help heal them, because that's just something. You could put energy into anything. You could put energy into water and it would heal you. Like, think of that when you're drinking your water. Be like, okay, this is healing water now. Or a tea or coffee or literally anything that you put in your body. Say, I'm putting healing energy into this from the universe. You're also healing your emotions deeply. Just get journaling about child healing. Definitely check out my shadow work video. We have paradise. I really feel like just going and laying at the beach under some palm trees and not caring as much. I feel like bathing and doing rituals having to do with water cleansing, maybe even like cleaning your feet, is really important practice for you. I feel like just basking in the sun, or like doing maybe like at sunset, kind of doing like some sun gazing. Yeah, connecting with like the sunset and the sunrise. You can get a lot of energy from that. You can get a lot of energy just from tides and water and animals. Just the universe. The universe just wants to heal you. It wants to help you to heal, aid you to heal. I feel like you have spirit animals as well that are on your side. Journal. Yeah, you need to be journaling about your soul child. You need to be journaling about past things that happened to you that wronged you as well. This will really help to unlock a lot for you, because I just think that you'll just not care as much. You're like, okay, that's the past. It's like, yeah, it was really wrong. Yeah, it was. And other people didn't have these terrible things happen to them. It sucks. It does. It sucks. But it's like, are we gonna ruin the life we have now thinking about this? Or like even subconsciously letting these things hold us back? Or continuing to bring them up in conversation? If we're gonna bring it up in conversation, it should be with a therapist, really, at this point, because we're just moving out of that. If we're gonna be bringing it up, it should be in our journal. If it's about past things that have wronged us and things that happened in our childhood that wronged us, we need to be really actively working through this. And obviously this is something that needs to be happening. Yeah, definitely. I think that this is just a spiritual breakthrough for you as well. Kind of like a kundalini. What's that form of yoga? What is it called? What is that form of yoga? Why did I just hear Ashtanga too? Ashtanga yoga. But what is that form of yoga where people do like, where it's kind of like a little bit sensual? I can't remember. what it's called. I feel like it gets a lot of flack. Like, I'm not really into it. Really, I'm not, because I feel like there's always these men that kind of ruin it, but just people ruin it. But yeah, okay, stepping into shaman energy, stepping into, yeah, you've had a past life as a shaman. You've also had a past life as like a judge or like somebody that worked in law as well. I feel like you've had a past life being a, why did I want to hear, I heard a pointer. I don't know what that means. A pointer. You had a past life telling royal people or like people high up in the courts things. I don't know what that is about. You're bringing in a new sense of freedom. Not shielding yourself as much. You're going on journeys, definitely. I feel like that's a huge spiritual breakthrough for you. Is like getting to go places that you've always wanted to go and having spiritual breakthroughs there. Just basking in the sun. Maybe even riding a horse. That could be fun. Another spiritual breakthrough is just bringing in more material abundance and feeling more abundant where you're at. But always having those larger goals, but breaking them down into smaller tasks and knowing that they'll get done, but still finding this acceptance. I just feel like you can have sensual spiritual breakthroughs as well. Yeah, definitely. Journaling will really unlock a lot for you. If there's anything having to do with courts, know that that will all balance out for you. Do this deep spiritual healing work on your emotions having to do with your inner child and past karmas. Just know that in many of your lifetimes, you were an ultimate healer. You were somebody that was well appointed. Like, people really looked up to you. You were very high up. It's like you could see without seeing. You knew without knowing. Yeah. Seriously. Everybody went to you. And they probably do in this lifetime as well. For high spiritual knowledge. Tap into that. A shaman is someone who helps heal people with spiritual knowledge that they've tapped in through their lifetimes, through herbal remedies, through going to different places, through use of substances in a very intentional way. And that could be a way that you are having a spiritual breakthrough as well. And I think that is everything I have for you all today. I can't wait to see this new free and emotionally just giving and loving, beautiful, beautiful version of yourself from doing this soul child inner healing through this journaling work. Yeah, so excited. I'm sure you're already in like, you're a shaman, so I'm sure you already have so many spiritual gifts, really. This is really just a new layer of something you've already been working on, I feel like. But that is everything I have for you all. Thank you so much for watching. I love you all so very much. Please check out Paradise on illusionelixirs.com. It smells so good. It is so fresh. Look, there's little seashells in the bottle. So fresh, so delicious. Plumeria. It's very floral, fruity, but mostly just fresh and clean. Like, subscribe, comment if this aligned, and don't forget that you can win the Spirit Animal Oracle by checking out my soulmate video. It was 2 weeks ago, I think. Yeah, 2 weeks ago. All right, I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Bye, everybody.